I learned something really shocking yesterday, and I think I need to talk about this. So it's called the psychology of a built brain versus a borrowed brain. So if you are not familiar with these terms, then I request you to keep watching this 6-minute video and also get ready for the question that I'm about to ask you at the end of this video. You need to get the answer from yourself, so keep watching. Alright, so if you're not familiar with the term of a built brain versus a borrowed brain, then let me introduce you to the basics, right? A built brain is a brain that keeps asking questions, a brain which is developed on curiosity, a brain which keeps asking, oh, is this thought actually mine? Is this really what I want to do with my life? Is this a career that I really want to choose for myself, or am I doing it just because my friends are doing it? And a borrowed brain is something like this, okay? So, my parents want me to become a doctor. My parents want me to become an engineer. So, I need to become one. I need to become a doctor or an engineer because that is what everyone believes that I'm good at. And I should not take any other risk at trying to be an artist, maybe a singer, a songwriter, an author. Because, yeah, I'm gonna fail in that. And that's what everybody tells me, right? If I don't become a doctor or an engineer, then my life is gonna be worthless and I'll be a failure. So, yeah, I'm gonna become a doctor or an engineer. This is a borrowed brain, okay? And let me tell you why this is a borrowed brain. Let's take a baby for an example. When a baby is born, obviously the parents, they take care of the baby, right? They teach the baby to talk, speak, to eat, drink, sleep, walk. As the baby grows older, he starts adapting to his environment and he starts learning everything that his parents teach him, right? Why? Because he's being influenced by the people around him, right? So he starts learning to walk, to read and write quickly as he grows older. That's what a baby is supposed to do, right? That sounds very normal, obviously. Now let's take another example of a doctor. Now let's take 2 doctors, for example, okay? The first doctor. This one, he generally wants to be a doctor, okay? He has always been wanting to be a doctor ever since he was a child. Why? Because he generally believes in connecting with sick people, and he generally believes in treating other people as a gift. And he believes in learning medicine, and he enjoys thesis, writing. So he believes that his purpose in life is to be a doctor. So he's gonna work hard no matter what. He's gonna work hard and he's finally gonna become a doctor. And when he becomes a doctor, he's gonna be so content and satisfied with his life because he finally became a doctor, right? Now let's take the second doctor, for example. Now this person, he generally doesn't want to be a doctor. Okay. Deep down in his heart, he actually doesn't want to be a doctor. But his parents, his peers, maybe even his teachers, they keep telling him that he needs to become a doctor. Okay. He needs to become a doctor. He needs to make his purpose in life to become a doctor. Because if he becomes a doctor, then his life will be worthless and he'll be a failure. Okay. Why? Because his parents, they keep telling him that becoming a doctor is having a comfortable life, is having a high status in society. It means having everything at your fingertips. I mean salary. I mean having, flexible working hours. So he should choose the option of becoming a doctor. So this person, he starts thinking that I don't really want to be a doctor, but my parents and everyone keeps telling me to become a doctor, that I need to become a doctor. Then, okay, fine, I will become a doctor. I will work hard, and I think that becoming a doctor should be my purpose in life. Does it make sense to you? I mean, the second person who believes that he needs to become a doctor, because that is what everybody keeps telling him. This is the biggest example of a borrowed brain. Okay, this is a borrowed brain because he never questions himself that, do I actually want to become a doctor? Or maybe, do I want to become an artist or a singer or a songwriter or maybe an author? This person never ever asks these questions to himself, okay? He is not curious about his own thoughts. He's not curious about why people around him keep telling him to become a doctor. So this is the biggest example of a borrowed brain. And this is an extremely dangerous kind of brain. Why? Because now if this person, he becomes a doctor, okay, but later on in life, What if he's not happy? Okay? What if he's not happy and he's not generally content, he's not generally satisfied with his life? Because in the end, he realizes that he never actually wanted to become a doctor, that becoming a doctor never gave him the satisfaction, the happiness that he wanted in his life. Meanwhile, the first doctor, he is so happy and he's so satisfied after becoming a doctor, because that was his real purpose. That was what he always wanted to do with his life, right? So this is the difference between a built brain versus a borrowed brain. Now I have the biggest question for you. Do you have a built brain or a borrowed brain? You need to get the answer from